Most people are grinding 60-hour weeks, chasing promotions, and burning themselves out trying to build wealth. Meanwhile, the truly rich are getting richer while doing less actual work than you. That's not motivational speaker nonsense. That's mathematical reality. The wealthy understand something that keeps the middle class trapped forever. Wealth doesn't come from working harder. It comes from working the system. I spent years believing the hustle mythology until I discovered what separates the 1% from everyone else. It's not intelligence, connections, or luck. It's strategic laziness. They've mastered 3 leverage principles that let them build wealth while others burn out. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how they do it so you can stop trading your life for money. Here's the brutal truth about why you're still broke. You're trading time for money, and time is the only resource you can never get back. Every hour you work for a paycheck is an hour you're not building real wealth. The wealthy figured this out decades ago. While you're celebrating that raise, they're buying assets that work 24 hours a day without vacation time or sick days. Assets are anything that puts money in your pocket without your constant presence. Real estate that generates rental income. Dividend-paying stocks that send you checks quarterly. Businesses with systems that run without your daily involvement. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. That's not a cute saying. That's their actual strategy. Most people can't tell the difference between assets and liabilities disguised as investments. Your primary residence isn't an asset. It's a liability that costs you money every month. That expensive car in your driveway is depreciating faster than you can make payments. These aren't building wealth. They're destroying it, while you convince yourself you're making smart financial moves. The compound effect is where this gets interesting. Let's say you have $500 extra each month. Most people would celebrate a $500 raise and spend it on lifestyle inflation. The wealthy would buy dividend-paying stocks that yield 4% annually. After 10 years, that salary raise is still $500 per month. Those dividend stocks are now generating over $7,000 annually in passive income that grows every year without additional work. This is the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop asking, "How can I earn more?" and start asking, "What can I own that generates income?" Your salary has a ceiling determined by your boss and your hours. Assets have no ceiling because they compound and multiply without your physical presence. The psychology behind this is what keeps most people trapped. We're conditioned to believe that hard work equals money. So passive income feels like cheating. It's not cheating. It's intelligent design. Why you're worried about looking lazy? The wealthy are building systems that work harder than any human ever could. Here's your reality check. Calculate your current asset to liability ratio. Add up everything that puts money in your pocket versus everything that takes money out. Most people are shocked to discover they own almost no real assets. Despite years of building wealth, your 401k doesn't count because you can't access it for decades. Your home equity doesn't count because it's not generating monthly cash flow. The wealthy think in cash flow, not net worth. They want assets that pay them monthly, not investments they hope will be worth more someday. This is why a rental property generating $200 monthly is more valuable to them than a stock that might double in 5 years. Consistent cash flow compounds faster than speculative appreciation because you can reinvest it immediately. Stop thinking like an employee who trades time for money. Start thinking like an investor who trades money for more money. That's the first principle of strategic laziness. The biggest wealth killer isn't market crashes or bad investments. It's doing $10 per hour tasks when you could be generating $100 per hour. Every minute you spend on low-value activities is money you're literally throwing away. The wealthy understand this math viscerally, which is why they hire others for everything they hate or aren't naturally gifted at. This isn't about being lazy or entitled. It's about recognizing that your time has different values depending on how you use it. When you're answering emails, doing bookkeeping, or cleaning your house, you're operating at minimum wage level, even if you make 6 figures. Meanwhile, that same hour could be spent on strategic planning, relationship building, or income-generating activities that multiply your wealth. The psychology behind why middle-class people refuse to delegate is fascinating and destructive. We've been programmed to believe that spending money on services is wasteful, that we should do everything ourselves to save money. This scarcity mindset keeps you trapped in low-value activities, while the wealthy are scaling their income through intelligent outsourcing. Here's how to calculate the true cost of doing tasks yourself. Take your desired hourly income and divide it by the time you spend on non-essential activities. If you want to make $200,000 annually, that's roughly $100 per hour. Every hour you spend cleaning, organizing, or doing administrative work costs you $100 in opportunity cost. Hiring someone for $20 per hour to handle these tasks gives you an $80 profit per hour. Virtual assistants can handle your email management, scheduling, and research for $15 to $25 per hour. Contractors can manage your social media, bookkeeping, and customer service. Automation tools can handle repetitive tasks 24 hours a day for the cost of a coffee subscription. These investments don't cost money. They make money by freeing you to focus on high-leverage activities. The 80-20 rule applies brutally to wealth building. 20% of your activities generate 80% of your results. The wealthy identify these high-impact activities and eliminate everything else through delegation or automation. They're not trying to do more. They're trying to do less of the wrong things so they can dominate the right things. Breaking the "I can do it better myself" trap requires honest self-assessment. Yes, you might do certain tasks better than someone else initially, but the question isn't whether you can do it better. It's whether you should be doing it at all. Every hour you spend perfecting a $20 task is an hour you're not developing $100 skills or building $100 systems. The wealthy delegate everything outside their zone of genius. They keep only the activities that directly generate income or require their unique expertise. Everything else gets systematized, delegated, or eliminated. This isn't about having more money to spend on services. It's about understanding that delegation is an investment that pays compound returns. Systems are the ultimate expression of strategic laziness because they work 24 hours a day without your constant attention or energy. While you're sleeping, systems are generating income, nurturing customers, and building your wealth. This is how the wealthy multiply their impact without multiplying their effort. Digital products, online courses, and automated income streams scale infinitely without additional labor. Create a course once and sell it thousands of times. Build an email sequence once. Convert customers for years. Develop a digital product once. Generate revenue while you're on vacation. This is exponential income, not linear income. The difference between trading time for money and building systems is the difference between being employed and being wealthy. Linear income requires your physical presence and has a ceiling based on your available hours. Exponential income grows independently of your time investment and has no theoretical ceiling because systems can scale infinitely. Most people never escape the time for money trap because they can't conceptualize income without labor. We're conditioned to believe that money requires constant effort, and so passive income feels impossible or illegitimate. The wealthy think differently. They view their role as system builders, not task performers. They create mechanisms that generate value without their ongoing involvement. Starting your first automated income system doesn't require massive capital or technical expertise. It requires shifting your identity from worker to owner. Workers trade time for money. Owners build assets that generate money. This identity shift changes how you evaluate opportunities, spend your time, and structure your financial life. The compounding effect of systems is exponential, not linear. Your first automated system might generate a few $100s monthly, but systems can be replicated, improved, and scaled. Your second system builds faster because you understand the process. Your third system leverages the audience from your first two. Within 2 years, you could have multiple systems generating significant passive income. This is why the wealthy focus on building systems instead of increasing their salaries. A salary increase is linear and temporary. Systems are exponential and permanent. They work while you sleep, vacation, or focus on building additional systems. This is how wealth multiplies without multiplying effort. The lazy formula isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing the right things that multiply your wealth without multiplying your effort. Assets work while you sleep. Delegation frees your time for high-value activities. Systems generate income without your constant presence. This is how the wealthy get richer while working less. Your next step is simple but critical. Choose one principle and implement it within 48 hours. Buy your first dividend stock. Hire a virtual assistant for 5 hours. Or start building your first digital product. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates wealth. Subscribe for more strategies that build wealth without burning out your life.